She's passing a strong message to the fans out there and to female tennis, like, look, Yemi can go for Halep anytime, any day, but no Serena Williams here, so nobody's dominant.
You can't ignore her. She forced her way to the top 10 recently. So,
that's right.
Of course, you know that she's someone you take a look at. Maybe for some of us on this side of the fence, she's a bit overhyped, maybe for us. But then again, you shouldn't ignore, because if you do, you're doing that to your own peril.
That's right. So let's say there are a lot of talking points coming out of our day 3 action at Wimbledon. After the action comes the reaction. Most of these players have been talking. Let's listen to them, and when we come back, we'll continue the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And I believe that I can have a good run here. I can win for sure. It's going to be extremely difficult, but it's possible, and that's obviously exciting for any tennis fans in the country to have players going deep on both the women's and the men's draw at slams. That's really exciting. For the tournament and the fans and the TV and everyone that's watching, it's not good to have guys going on the court already injured and knowing maybe that they're not going to be able to complete the match. That's not ideal. But I think, there's a way to fix that, is by, if you're indirectly that you get the prize money, even if you're injured, and the lucky loser comes in and has the opportunity to play for more prize money. But it's a bit frustrating.
I was disappointed with the result of the match, and it was frustrating after a big win I had, and the match was not going well for me, so I was just very disappointed, and in the heat of the moment I did a bad thing, and I apologize for this, and I have nothing to say more.
I'm glad it's over, actually. It was really tough, and I just feel very empty right now. I know my body is not great, but mentally I'm really glad that it's over. It was kind of fairy tale, but on the other hand, it was very tough, and I just need to, look forward and look to the future, how everything will be focusing on the next tournaments. I know I can play on all surfaces, so that's very nice.
So a lot of them are enjoying their times at Wimbledon. You listen to Petra Kvitova, says she gave everything she had. Andy Murray was also calm, saying, look, I'm just taking this thing one step at a time, and I think that's the way to go. Because, it's part of the guys that any player that meets now wants to beat. Yeah,
players make their name off star players like that, and so you have to be cautious. Good words from Petra. She's, look, I may not be there now with my game, but mentally, up here, I'm right there. I want to compete. The horror show is over. That knife attack, got to her. Some of the other guys, the immediate reaction after some of the matches. But of course, today we're going to be seeing Novak in action. We're going to be seeing Federer in action. Dominic Thiem, Angelique Kerber, all of them. We're going to see them. Yeah, we're going to see them. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, top players will be in action at Wimbledon, and what we do right here is to monitor whatever goes down there, and then we'll come bring it to you. It's an action-packed world of sports. Let's get on with the show now. A lot of talking points. We love to call this period in football the silly season, where you get to hear all sorts. You hear Yemi Adebayo is going to Arsenal, and then those speculations. But some deals actually pulled through. Nigerian striker Emenike going to Olympiacos. In any way you want to look at it, this is a big deal for Emenike. Yes, he has retired from international football, but it shows for Olympiacos to come for you, top team in Europe, in Turkey, then it means you're still a top-class player.
You're still top team in Greece, actually. Still a top-class player any day, in spite of all the drama that surrounded, I think, his last move in between Sparta Moscow and it's when it was in Turkey, and to still be wanted by all these guys. In between all of that, he came to West Ham for a brief loan spell. It shows that he still has something to offer, and I really do have my heart for Emenike. He has been able to pour himself into his club football. It's is, you know, those type of strikers that are becoming like dinosaurs. You know, some people like to call them one-dimensional striker. I don't think of it that way anyway. Somebody I really, really respect. I can't forget how he helped us to win the 2013 Nations Cup. So that still lives on in my mind. And you know, when you have a striker, no matter how his attributes and his weakness, you have to play to the striker's strengths. And obviously, this man has some strengths. He might not be the type that's going to give you all those clay passes, take defenders out of position, dribbling and all that. He has a lot when it comes to his physical presence. He's a menace in the box. He's torn in the flesh for a lot of defenders. And so if you know how to use him, you get the best from him. And like I told our producer yesterday, Don Odiokota, I said, look, if this guy begins to score, then we're going to start hearing people say, why not just bring him into the Super Eagles? Because if he's good enough to still be in Europe, while most of his colleagues, some that are even younger, are going to China, then, you know, we might... You know, operative word now, we might be forced to reconsider if he starts to score.
Those are talking points that will come out whenever a player moves from one club. I mean, even from Turkey, Fenerbahce in Turkey to Olympiacos, just tells you one thing, that that's good consistency, because Fenerbahce, they're not a pushover team in Europe also. And then Olympiacos, league champions in Greece, chasing the signature of a 30-year-old striker. It tells a lot that this guy knows his art right there in that finishing box that I mentioned. Emenike, very dangerous, has great energy, can trouble any defense anytime, any day when he wants to play his game. And so, yeah, I agree. If calls start coming that, oh, why is this guy not in the Super Eagles? I felt when he left the team, he was too hasty. He needs to sit back again and look at it and look.
I guess, because we'll have to go back to this issue, I guess it's not the handwriting on the wall. And we on this side didn't help matters by screaming into the wall. He has not scored in 2 years.
There was a time we thought it was over for Bafemi Martins, and it was still called back to the team. Nobody ignores current form.
There's a lesson in it for us too, on this side, that when players, we should respect coaches when they keep playing some players, and we feel they are not productive enough. But I think it got to him. That's my opinion. I think it got to him when most of us on this side, we have been playing for 2 years.
That's his opinion too. That's his opinion too. So I would just want to wish Emmanuel Emenike all the best as he starts a new challenge at a Greek club, Olympiacos. We'll go on a quick break now. When we come back, there's still more transfer stories, and we told you that I will give you part 2 of the palaver that is rocking in Nigeria Sports Federation's elections. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay.